This report includes graphic content. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is one of America's new allies, the enemy of our enemy, beating a suspected Al-Qaeda member, threatening to kill him. He is part of America's success against Al-Qaeda in Iraq. A member of a Sunni militia group supported by the US to target Al-Qaeda. In this operation north of Baghdad, his group, no uniforms, their faces covered, are working hand in hand with local police and army units. And drawn from insurgent groups and local tribes, these are fighters who'd been killing Americans and now use some American-supplied ammunition and US military support to turn on Al-Qaeda. Enemies of the US, now supported by the US.
In Anbar province, Sunni tribes that were once fighting alongside Al-Qaeda against our coalition are now fighting alongside our coalition against Al-Qaeda. We're working to replicate the success in Anbar and other parts of the country.
And this is Anbar. Grainy video posted 2 weeks ago on an Islamist website shows US-aligned militia unloading another Al-Qaeda prisoner from a police pickup. The man in charge asks his prisoner if he killed someone called Khalid, and then, taunting, tells him to say hi to Khalid for me. Cursing their prisoner, the makeshift firing squad leads him to a spot near an embankment, and he's executed. Why would these insurgents and tribesmen turn on Al-Qaeda to work with the Americans? The answer: power, money, contracts, and control over their neighborhoods. And while few mourn the deaths of Al-Qaeda fighters anywhere, summary executions and excessive force by militias sponsored by the US is not something American commanders say they condone nor seek. Brigadier General Mark MacDonald.
We don't allow that, and we do not encourage that. We will stop that if we see it.
That said, the General also says he's not seen reports of abuses himself. But another senior US official does say the militia's methods are an ugly side of the war here in Iraq. Ugly, but effective. In the militia-controlled areas, Al-Qaeda has not been defeated, but it's certainly been blunted. The capital of Anbar reclaimed from its grip, and attacks across the province spectacularly reduced, with similar signs emerging in other areas. The successes of the Sunni militias, however, come at a price. The Shia-dominated government in Baghdad is not happy, wary of US support for armed Sunni groups. This support scares us, says Hadi al-Amri, commanding a powerful Shia militia. He is Iraq's equivalent to the chairman of the Armed Services Committee in the US. Working with these people is very dangerous, he says. We told the Americans we won't accept under any circumstances their being open to armed Sunni militia like the Islamic Army of Iraq or the brigades of the 1920 revolution. Two of the very groups the US has been courting and supporting. And this former National Security Minister, now heading a parliamentary oversight body, claims the US is overstepping its authority. That these tribes are armed beyond the government's control might lead to conflict, he says, suggesting they may be an American counterbalance to a government accused of links to Iranian-backed militia from the Shia community.
There's nothing that the multinational force, the Corps, is doing with, by name, by numbers, by place, by location, by intent, that we don't share with the government of Iraq.
With few signs of progress from the central government, America's former insurgent enemies seem to have given US commanders something the Iraqi government rarely has: a success story.